I want to talk to you about the scribe thing that we've been discussing here. First of all, the mock-up. What the mock-up consists of. This is a wall in a house. The wall is on a bit of a slope. It's not plumb. There's a chair rail here. There's a base cap and a baseboard. So we've got that typical situation. Now here we have a cabinet. I just suppose I've just built this cabinet. It's got a scribe margin type of a back side panel onto it. We're going to scribe it into the wall. So normally to scribe something like that, you'd set your scribe to the widest part and you'd come down. We know all about this here, what we run into. There's no steadiness here, there's no steadiness here. So that's why we avoid this type of a scribe. Now your scribe, the Fastcap scribe, it's great for a lot of things. Down here is not an issue, down here is not an issue. The flat portion of the baseboard is not an issue. As you can see, there's a taper there, but we'll pick that up, no problem. But what happens is intricate things doesn't work. Flat base doesn't work on these intricate shapes. Holding it on an angle, well, you might get it, but usually the middle base or the plastic base will hit on the profiles in the molding, so we're limited there. And not only that, we have no stability this way. So that's the downside of trying to scribe around something with this profile in it, with this type of scribe. So what I've come up with is this here. This is just your scribe, the one that I made the marker hit for. This is the retractable pin. We've talked about this before. I put the little saw kerf in there. I take the retractable pin out. I install it in this position, lock it in there. Now it's locked in. This becomes the marking tip. So what we can do now is we can come down like so. This follows on that surface. This base we hold parallel to that wall, which is fairly easy to do. Fairly easy to hold that parallel. Now, the question is this. This is still an issue. Well, I think I've discovered a way that we can solve that problem. What you see here, this here is a level vial. It's just a dowel that I went over it with a green marker just for demonstration. And I've got two metal end caps on it, but that would be like an actual metal vial. Now here for demonstration is a piece of two-phase foam tape. But what we can do is we can put in a rare earth magnet there and one there, the distance from there to there. So now that level vial will adhere to that. Now for scribing in this situation, we want to get around this profile here, this chair rail. We're going to take that off. We'll snap that off of the magnets. We'll adhere that right onto there. So you end up with something just like that configuration right there. And what we can do with that is the tip goes into the wall. That stays there. And we can come down. We're going to hold the base parallel to the wall. We're going to come down like so, and we can do that fairly easy. And we're going to hold it level this way, because that's what this level here is doing for us. And it's not too difficult to do, I don't believe, because we've got everything on the same end right here. It's easy to monitor this, and it's easy to monitor this. I have used a scribe in the past that had a level on it years ago. But that level was on a big scribe and it was located way out here. And it was very hard to use because you had to monitor this, and you had to watch your level. So it wasn't easy. But this here I think is going to be pretty good. So now we can watch our level and we can go up over this profile, keeping it level. And then down here, and then the same thing when we get down to our base cap. I actually sometimes like to come up on these things, and we'll come up here and we keep that in, and we follow this and we keep it level, just like so, we'll say. So that copies down 100%. Now from there, we've solved our problem. Now the other little thing is, because it's got the two magnets, you take this off of that magnet, you lay it down flat. Now it's on both magnets. That's the storage position right there. It can stay there. It doesn't interfere with any other things that we want to do with this scribe. And so that's that takes care of all that. Now the next little thing too I should point out is that because it's in this position, just suppose if this were laying flat and you had to scribe this down, now you take that, put that in this position, and you want to scribe over that, you use your level in that application for scribing over that sort of thing to keep it from rocking this way. So it's good for horizontal and it's good for vertical. Now there's one other little catch, one other little thing I'd like to see done here. Take that retractable pin right there, make this end longer by 5/16 of an inch. That goes in there, then I'll flip around. When it's longer, it's going to stick out to the side. It may mean changing the mold a little bit, putting a little bit more plastic in here so that we don't make it weak on the side. But what it's going to do, I don't think it's going to flip out because we're just going to have that right there, and we'll just probably be easier to take out of there actually. So, but when we do that, we're going to have extra 5/16 length here. It's going to go over these intricate moldings better for different profiles, things that are thicker with deeper indentations into it. So I think that that gets my point across, and I hope the video's turned out good and clear. We'll put her on YouTube. You can have a look at it and get back to me and tell me what you think. Thanks a lot.